From the HTC Center in Conway, South Carolina, this is Sunbelt Women's Basketball. Two teams trying to turn around the second weekend of conference play after dropping their Thursday contests, and for the first time in almost 3 years, it's Coastal and ULM. Welcome courtside. He's Colin Stevens. Sam Weiderhaft with you this afternoon. Colin, we saw Coastal on Thursday, a 6-point loss to Georgia Southern, where they really struggled with offensive boards. Well, today, ULM comes in the third best offensive rebounding team in the conference, and they have a lot of height that you'll see here today at the HTC Center.
Absolutely, and the Chanticleers got dominated on the glass on Thursday night, and it really wound up being a difference maker in the game. Tonight, they're going to have to do a better job of team rebounding. When you go against somebody that has the sort of size that ULM has, it's really important that everybody, guard to big, rebounds as a team.
The tallest player on the floor is who we're looking at for ULM, Emma Merriweather on the ULM side.
And the transfer from Kansas has been a difference maker for ULM. She stays close to the bucket. She shoots a high field goal percentage, nearly 60% at the rim. She's dominating the glass with 8 to 10 rebounds per game. Doing a great job for ULM.
On the Chanticleer side, Anaya Barney, a huge game on Thursday.
Absolutely. She really got it going from the outside, and she's the one who kept Coastal Carolina in the game. So hopefully she can continue her hot streak in shooting, along with adding her rebounding and passing for the Chants.
Coastal 0 of 12 on three-pointers. Now Blunt double team, throws it up, gets it to go, and the bucket, there is the Asia Blunt that we've seen all year.
Absolutely, but I'll be honest, I don't know if she saw the rim. Third.
Ricarte, a long three, got it!
What a big shot from Ricarte there. It's
going up against a lot of size with Shemaya Butler down low. And now Freeman, crafty to the rim.
Causing some confusion. That's not who you want to leave open.
Higginbottom hits another one. She's got 13 and made all 3 of her long-range shots. Coastal's 3 fouls for Angie Justine. Higginbottom's 7th steal of the game. Well, 3 away from a double-double in a pretty unique category. Season high of 7 steals for Higginbottom, 17 points to add to it. A career night for number 23. She's got the ball right now. Fake on Richardson, drains the 2. Take away by Coastal again, 11th turnover by Marshall. Richardson alone. Bam! Tipped away, gets it back. Ricarte a deep 3. Bam!
And they're starting to execute with some efficiency.
Richardson.
How about that stroke? How about that confident stroke right there from Richardson?
DeAsia's going. She's got 17 points. 4 of 7 from long range for number 5.
Henderson trusting her towards the end of the game here.
Freeman the fake, rises up and hits.
And that's what you can also get out of Aaron Freeman.
Jackson comes out of the game with 4 fouls. DeAsia underneath. Coastal back in front. And she draws the foul as well.
After believing a little bit, they should be in this.
Freeman powers through and finishes.
And that's where
Coastal Carolina makes a statement tonight. The Chanticleers take down the top team in the Sun Belt. Will lose just their second game in their last 9, but Coastal Carolina adds another marquee victory in the final regular season game. They take down Old Dominion 76-68, and they're going to take that energy right into Pensacola and the Sun Belt tournament. Just about to start the second quarter at the HTC Center. Coastal with a 4-point lead over Georgia Southern. And this is a matchup of 2 familiar head coaches at the Division II level. Coach Kevin Pedersen now with Coastal. He was at Lander for 17 years. And Anita Howard with Georgia Southern at Columbus State for 3 seasons. And they played each other 9 times, with Anita Howard and Columbus State taking 6 of those victories, including the 2017 Peach Belt Championship over Lander. So these 2 coaches know each other very well. And Colin, what we're seeing right now, they play very similar styles of basketball.
Absolutely. And both of these coaches super competitive. Absolutely. Both of these coaches super competitive. I think we have a new rivalry being built here with two very similar style of play, but also coaches who have some history.
Lydia Freeman goes up over everybody and gets that 2 off the backboard. I talked with Coach Howard earlier today, and I said, what scares you about this Coastal team? When you look at the film, what are you looking at? And she says, their coach. Coach Pedersen is a great coach, and they're going to be really good here this year and in the future, and that's exactly what it's looking like. Coastal's already looking like a completely different team from the previous years.
I'll tell you what, they've got a great bit of life to them. They're really cohesive. You can see Pedersen, who he is as a coach, how he includes his coaches and allows them to teach. That doesn't happen in all programs, and Coach Pedersen does a really good job of respecting his players but also demanding a lot out of them, and they have responded maybe even a little quicker than he thought they might this year.
Shot clock at 1. Richardson got it.
And
as the shot clock expires, DeAsia hits a 3 from the top of the arc. Coastal up by 5.
And sometimes as a shooter, when you know you have to shoot it, you don't have that split second to actually think about it. She doesn't think about that once she gets it to go.
Eagles putting up very quick shots. Not going down that time. Richardson open again, and that one misses everything. Eagles back on the run. Constance Thomas controlling the offense. Now Miller a 3. Back to her. By the baseline. Draws the foul on Amaya Adams.
And we can see why there are so many offensive rebounds for this Georgia Southern team. It's because they shoot so many shots so quickly, and when you shoot a lot of perimeter threes, that ball kicks out a lot. So even if you're in good defensive position, you're going to, the offense is still going to get offensive rebounds.
There is DeAsia Richardson from the top of the arc hitting that 3 ball. And talking with Coach Pedersen earlier this week, it's no secret DeAsia struggled to shoot in non-conference play. And the coaching staff got DeAsia, and they said, listen, it's a new season. Don't worry about your shooting percentage in non-conference play. It's a totally new year. And she has listened. 15 points against JMU, 22 points on Saturday against Louisiana, and continuing to be productive here tonight.
Absolutely. And sometimes it's for shooters, it's a mental game. The stroke doesn't look so different. It's just sometimes it gets in your head, I've got a bunch of misses, or I can't get it going. And really to be able to lock back in, to work through the slump. It's good to have her see a couple of really good back-to-back games and then also start productive tonight.
She's up to 9.7 points per game on the year. Shooting 50% in her first 2 Sun Belt games. That ball gets back to her. Coastal up by 4. Richardson steps through and can't get it to go. Off on the Eagles. Coastal gets it with 14 left on the shot clock.
And Georgia Southern has done a really good job of fronting the post and making those post feeds very difficult for Coastal Carolina. Coastal's forced it a couple times without not being able to get it in there. Again, a force, and Georgia Southern gets a steal.
Ward takes it away on the bad pass from Coastal. Here's Love Hill driving in from the corner. A shot from the paint. Another miss, but an offensive rebound by Shy Booker. Up and in. It's a 2-point Coastal lead.
And honestly, sometimes that's their best offense. Georgia Southern puts it up there and gives Booker a chance to go up and get it.
And now Adams will draw the second Eagle foul of this second quarter. Coastal with some new players after the quarter break. Helena De La Ruel and Ariel Badral-Balinga also on the floor. And now it's Amaya Adams going to the free throw line, the graduate student from Kansas City. 4-year player at East Tennessee State. And for Coastal, she's averaging 3 points a game and a 47% free throw shooter. Adams scored 1 point against Louisiana on a free throw. And 2 of 2 from the line that time. Chanticleers lead this one by 4 with 7.5 left in the first half. Quick drive, and the shot is off the left side by Rister.
It's almost like the ball is hot sometimes in the hands of the Georgia Southern Eagles. And their pressure, we talked about it before, Their pressure right there, it's a missed shot, but their guards pick up defensively. Delaruel turns it over really quick. No need to try to push the ball right there when there's full court pressure.
One of the top scoring offenses in the country when those quick shots are falling. Tonight, just not getting the same production they had in their Saturday game against Arkansas State. 99-86 win.
And this is really interesting to me. Miriam Ricarte is who's guarding Love Hill, and she is playing in the paint while Love Hill is on the perimeter.
Rister can't do anything. It's going to be a violation on Georgia Southern inside the paint.
It's one of the things I appreciate about Coach Pedersen is he sees the game as analytical as he is. He also sees the game for as simple as it is. You're playing against a non-shooter. You don't need to guard them and put your team in a position against a player who doesn't have that skill set.
Coastal turns it over on an offensive foul. I believe they called it on Ricarte.
Yeah, she looked like she was standing pretty still there. Sometimes referees, they have a hard job, no question, but sometimes they react to the crowd, or in this case, they react to a player just falling down.
Gillis drives in against two Chanticleers, and a foul is called. Ricarte was right there, but it's going to be Barney who picks up the third Chanticleer foul of this second quarter. That's her first.
And we haven't seen Georgia Southern attack the rim very much, but when they have, they've been able to get to the line. Gillis, a pretty good shooter from the outside. Interestingly, as we watch that replay, looks like there's a lot of ball. The referee that was under the basket did not call that. Nonetheless, when you're attacking the rim, sometimes you get the benefit of the doubt.
And Leandria Gillis gets sent to the free throw line. The graduate student from Georgia makes the first one. 12 points against Arkansas State to complement the 40 by Taryn Ward. Gillis this season is a perfect 15 of 15 at the free throw line. She cuts this lead down to 2 for Coastal. Adams brings it down. A pretty tall lineup in for Coastal right now. Freeman cuts. Blunt right there. Good ball movement by the Chanticleers.
Absolutely, and it starts by that back cut from Aaron Freeman. The pressure from Georgia Southern is coming off of the way that they're guarding the wings. Good cut from Aaron Freeman to get it open. Georgia Southern responds very quickly with an easy post entry and an easy bucket.
2 by Gibson. Back to a 2-point lead for the Chants. As they get back on offense, Barney, strong drive to the cup. It's too short. Rebound brought down by Booker. Quickly down the floor. Booker, one of the 3 transfers added to this Eagles team. 4-year player at Austin Peay. Love Hill, the senior.
And right here, Pedersen, mid-possession, changes to his zone defense. It's pretty difficult to do, so for the Chants to be able to do that mid-play is pretty impressive.
Now back in transition with Barney. Blunt spins around by the backboard, and she gets it to go against Booker.
Creative finish there by Asia Blunt. A lot of contact, no foul called, but a good basket.
Quickly, Blunt is called for the foul on the other side. And a lot of displeasure from this hometown crowd, and Kevin Pedersen can't believe it. But we will take a timeout. Coastal leads it by 4. We'll be back with the rest of the first half from Conway.